Hi everyone. Welcome to my channel. Before we start, please subscribe our channel. Today, we will be discussing with you 10 interesting facts about Avengers Endgame. Number 10. Thor begs Tony to let him don the nano gauntlet and perform the snap, saying that he is the strongest Avenger. This is a call back to Thor Ragnarok, 2017, in which the Quinjet security system denies Thor access when he uses the code name, Strongest Avenger. Accordingly, Thor is not admitted the chance to perform the snap. Instead, Hulk is. In Thor Ragnarok, 2017, it is also Hulk that the Quinjet recognizes as Strongest Avenger. Number 9. Mark Ruffalo also explained during the appearance that when it came to his own superhero portrayal in the film, the merging of Bruce Banner with Hulk is something that had been in the works for a while before actually happening in Endgame. A few years ago we sat down and kind of plotted out what the Banner, Hulk, Professor arc would be, and we pretty much stuck to it, starting with Age of Ultron, Avengers, Age of Ultron, 2015, and then ending with Endgame. Number 8. In a post on Instagram, Marvel revealed that all the Infinity Stones are destroyed. However, it's worth noting that this is only in the main MCU timeline, and we know that other timelines were created due to the events of Endgame during the Avengers time heist. Meanwhile, the movie's writers have opened up about a detail in the final battle that fans may have missed, explaining that the moment where the gauntlet is run across the battlefield is undertaken mostly by the heroes that weren't in the rest of the movie. Number 7. When Hulk and Rocket arrive in New Asgard and drive down the hill in the Land Rover, Supersonic Rocket Ship by the Kinks is playing. In the film, Link, directed by Richard Franklin, when Jane Chase's, played by Elizabeth Shue, friends arrive by car at the Clifftop Manor house, the song, Ape Man, by the Kinks is playing. Both scenes are filmed on the same single-track road at St. Abbs Head, Scotland. Number 6. The Avengers carefully chose what times to visit based upon the ease with which they could access an Infinity Stone. That clearly means that something must have happened in 2009 that involves an Infinity Stone. At that time, the Reality Stone was still hidden in the ancient vault constructed by Thor's grandfather, Bor. The Power Stone was inaccessible, with the Temple of the Power Stone on Morag submerged until the tides receded in 2014. The Red Skull addresses Natasha as daughter of Ivan. In Russian naming tradition, a child's middle name identifies the father. This Wolwodijan Ivanovich D make Natasha's middle name Ivanovich. Ivan is the Russian form of John. In Germanic languages, such as Danish, Swedish, Norwegian, Dutch, and German itself, John becomes Johann. Ivanovich would therefore translate to Johansson. Natasha is played by Scarlett Johansson. Number 5. Josh Brolin, who played Thanos, has less screen time in Endgame than in Infinity War, where he was considered the main character. As explained by McFeely, we had to give ourselves permission to backseat the villain a little bit. I don't think anyone in the first half of the movie is going. The scene where Captain America wields Mjolnir in his fight against Thanos has many similarities to Thor's tussle with the Hulk in the Avengers, 2012. Both Cap and Thor use similar moves, both slide under an incoming projectile, objects in the environment are destroyed in a similar manner, and both scenes end with the hero choking his adversary. Number 4. Cap and Stark travel to Camp Lehigh in 1970 to acquire the Space Stone. Cap infiltrates the site while wearing a uniform that bears the name, Roscoe, a probable reference to a character who had an ill-fated run in the comics from 1974 to 1975. Roscoe Simons was a well-meaning hero who took over the mantle of Captain America from Steve, though only for a little while. His run came to an abrupt end when he and Sam Wilson were ambushed by Red Skull, who mistakenly believed that he'd finally captured his arch-nemesis. Tom Holland, who's well known for spoiling details of his movies, accidentally gave away that he was alive in Endgame at one of the premiere screenings. He did this when walking on stage before the movie started and yelled, "I'm alive." He said this as he thought the movie was over and everyone had finished watching it. You can help this channel grow and enjoy more each time. Just like, subscribe and activate notifications. Number 3. Iron Man's Mark 85 armor resembles a somewhat modernized but otherwise completely accurate recreation of his classic Mark II armor, the first red and gold one, in the comics, while Cap's new suit finally incorporates the classic chainmail design of his comics outfit. The Mark 85 armor also has a built-in energy shield that resembles the one Iron Man has in the Marvel vs. Capcom video games. At around 2 hours 14 minutes, Thanos breaks Captain America's shield. 4 minutes later, during the scene where all the Avengers show up from the portal, the camera zooms out to show the whole cast. In the scene you can clearly see that Captain America's shield is whole again. Number 2. The subtitle, Endgame, had been speculated due to the phrase, "We're in the Endgame now," by Doctor Strange in Avengers: Infinity War, 2018. This theory seemed to be confirmed after someone looked up cinematographer Trent Opolak's profile and noticed Avengers Endgame in his list of projects. However, that was automatically changed and the Russos denied the title. The first trailer released on December 7, 2018 officially confirmed Endgame to be the title. When Tony sneaks into the Avengers Tower, he uses the nanotech to retract the suit on his feet first so he can land quietly. This movie has 3 actors who have played Sherlock Holmes: Robert Downey Jr., Benedict Cumberbatch, and James D'Arcy. Number 1. Robert Downey Jr. hid his own personal snacks all over set. The scenes where he's eating snacks and offers them to his co-stars were all improvised. When Avengers Endgame, 2019, passed Titanic, 1997's box office total, James Cameron sent a congratulatory message to Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios on dethroning his film, with a photo of the Avengers being the iceberg that sinks the Titanic. Chris Hemsworth wore a fat suit that weighed around 60 to 70 pounds while filming the movie. That's before he wore the layers of clothing his hero sported, particularly during the final battle where he donned his battle armor. They are really amazing. Thanks for watching. In case you forgot, you can help this channel grow and enjoy more each time. Just like, subscribe and activate notifications. Stay tuned for more videos.